Hi, my name is David, Mr. Hussein's AI assistant. We are going to study a great lesson today about the aquatic ecosystem. We are particularly looking forward to exploring some essential concepts related to the broad topic of the ecosystem. Let's tackle them one by one. The first one is the concept of water itself. What's the meaning of it? I will give you 10 seconds to guess. 1, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you are really close. Let's see together now. The water is a transparent liquid that represents a medium in which many chemical compounds react, which affects the water quality and the living organisms depending on it. So we are noticing that one of the main criteria of water is that it must be a transparent liquid. And when you break down this concept, we could also recognize that water is not only a liquid, but also a medium for both chemical compounds and living organisms. These organisms are essentially dependent on how the chemicals react. While we are looking for that concept, we should mention water properties. It can dissolve many chemical substances. It has 3 states: solid, liquid, and gaseous within the known range of temperatures on Earth. Let's break down these properties, and we are going to start with the idea of 3 states: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Water is a liquid at room temperature, but when we freeze it, it will turn into a solid form as ice, and when you melt that ice, it will turn back into liquid water. And imagine boiling this water will change it into a gas form as water vapor. And when we condense this water vapor again, the water vapor will turn back into liquid water. From the previous, water can change its form depending on temperature. How great you have achieved until now. Give yourself a hand clapping. Let's tackle a new idea together. We all know that water is necessary for the continuity of life on Earth. But why? If you examine the plasma membrane of your body cells or any living organism, you will notice that water plays an essential role in regulating lots of vital processes. Water carries energy-producing substances from the environment into the cells. Water also carries wastes from inside the cell to the outside. Great job until now. You nailed most of it. Proud. One of the most valuable pieces of information you should know is the concept of the biosphere, which originated from the Greek word biosphera, which means life sphere. So that's where its scientific definition came from, which is the regions of the surface and atmosphere of the Earth or another planet occupied by living organisms. When you and I dive deeper into the concept of the biosphere, we will find that the biosphere exists in multiple forms simultaneously. When we head to the ocean or the sea, we will find one of its forms, which is the hydrosphere. And yes, you are right, it's a combination of 2 different words. That's hydro, which means water, and sphere, leading us to its definition, which is the total sum of water on Earth, encompassing oceans, lakes, rivers, groundwater, and atmospheric water vapor. When you also look at the sky, you will find another form of biosphere, which is the atmosphere. Yes, again another combination. The atmo part means vapor, and we already discussed the sphere part before. As an assignment, look for both the cryosphere and the lithosphere concepts, and write down below what you find. Moving on, let's focus on the hydrosphere concept, as we are talking about water. It's the most significant gift that sets Earth apart from other planets in the solar system. Water covers about 70% of the Earth's surface, which exists as salt water by about 97%, fresh water by about 1%, and the remaining part is frozen water. Saltwater oceans, seas, and salty lakes. Freshwater rivers, groundwater and fresh lakes. Frozen water polar regions, glaciated rivers and mountain tops. Let's pivot a bit to another topic and take a look at our lovely country map. At first sight, you will find a massive diversity of its aquatic environment. Firstly, freshwater resources, such as the Nile River and fresh lakes. Secondly, saltwater resources, such as the Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Suez Gulf, Aqaba Gulf, salty lakes. What an incredible achievement! The concept of the water cycle, or the hydrologic cycle, It is a nearly closed system in which water that is present on the Earth's surface or near its surface moves continuously from one place to another through many different pathways where it gets changed among its three states. The water cycle in nature includes many processes such as A. Evaporation process. Evaporation of water from water bodies contributes to the formation of clouds and the falling of rain and snow. B. Biological processes such as 1. Transpiration in plants. 2. Respiration in plants and animals. C. Water infiltration leakage process. Water leaks through the pores of solid sedimentary rocks to form the groundwater. One last dance. The effect of the water cycle in nature. The water cycle is a system that can change the Earth's surface physically, chemically, and biologically. For example, water vapor may react chemically with the compounds that are present in the air, forming some acids that fall as acid rains that act on rock decomposition. I hope you enjoyed this record. See you next time. Bye, and take care.